So you want to display your sneakers like a boss, but you're not balling out of control. Don't worry, I got a solution for you. What's up guys, BJ Kicks here. Welcome back to my channel, Kicks on Kicks, where I review sneakers. Now today we have a very special video brought to you by the folks over at Sneaker United. So shout out to Sneaker United for sponsoring this video. Now, I have just very recently kind of got back into sneakers, and with this whole underground sneaker community, as we're calling it, you tend to rack up a lot of sneakers really fast because nothing is quite out of reach. And because of that, I have been needing a solution to both store and display my sneakers. Now, I love the idea of drop front storage boxes because, you know, if you're stacking up sneaker boxes in the closet, it can be a pain to get to your favorite shoe or to get to the perfect shoe for that outfit for the day. Instead, you got to get drop front boxes. That way, you know, when you want a shoe, it's as simple as just reaching behind you, grabbing a shoe, right? So the problem with these though is they can get super expensive. Like I've seen prices on one box range from $20 all the way up to $80 and even beyond that, depending on the materials. And a lot of times you spend just as much on these boxes as you do on your sneakers. And that is where Sneaker United comes in. So when they reached out and was like, hey, can you talk about our product? I was like, sure, I'll try it out and see if it's worth it, because this is absolutely going to be the best option if you're on a limited budget. But let's see how well they hold up. So I ordered 35 of these clear plastic drop side boxes from Sneaker United, and they arrived in a pretty huge container, 2 50-pound packages. Inside those boxes, there were 2 other boxes, and then finally we got to this package right here. So this big black bubble wrap package should hold 2 sets of these sneaker boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one up. And show you what it is out the gate. So we can zoom out here a little bit. All right, so boom. These are the boxes, and I'll just grab one. So, I mean, there we go. It's a shoebox. Now, the front of these is a super transparent sort of acrylic material. It's a tougher plastic. And then the sides are similar to what you might see on like a Rubbermaid container if you were shopping at Walmart or Target or somewhere, right? And the combination of the 2 materials will fold up into this very nice display. So I'm gonna go ahead and open one up and show you exactly how it works. All right, so when you open up your bubble wrap, you're gonna find this package inside from Sneaker United. And when you open it up, obviously this is in a sealed plastic. These are the parts that you're gonna find. So you got your paperwork, sort of instructions, documentation. That's cool. You've got your acrylic front for your box. And then you've got the top or bottom, because these 2 pieces are identical. And then you've got your sides, which are also identical to each other. And you can see this is sort of like a frosty plastic. In fact, when I ordered this, the color on the website says that it's white. And so I was actually expecting like a white plastic, but this really is clear. So your options are black, white, and red when you order in these online. I went with this because I thought it was like a pure white, and I thought that would pop in my room more. But this transparent setup, as you saw in the intro shot, actually works really well. It doesn't clash with anything. So I'm still happy with my purchase. But anyway, how you're going to assemble these, there are like these little ridges that you can feel. So it's actually made in a way where you can't do it wrong. Those ridges should be facing the inside of the box, but also you'll see like there's this little lip that extends so where you can actually end up putting the frame over on the front. So again, it's made in a way where you can't do it wrong. So we'll go ahead and do that. And these will actually snap into place. It's a pretty satisfying sound. Cool. So one side is already on the box. Let's go ahead and get the other side put on here. Boom. 3 clicks and then you're done. Now you can see there's like a little lip. That is the back of the box and it just folds to meet the other parts. And that satisfyingly clicks into place as well. Move this out of my way and assemble the top. And like I said, I mean, once you got it on, it's pretty simple to line it up and get it there completely. Okay. Line this side up too. All right. Boom. Again, the biggest thing is make sure you hear those clicks. That way you know everything is locked into place. And then fold that back down. And there we go. So we've got our box almost all the way assembled. There's just one step left, and that is the top. So the top is this really clear acrylic plastic, right? And it actually comes with a protective sheet. You can leave that sheet on until the end. I like to take it off before I do this final step. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up. I'll move the rest of the box out of the way so you can see. So lift this up. And as you can see, these have a magnetic door. There's actually a little tab right here that you'll lift up on. Pull that, and then it just slides off. Super easy. I'm gonna close this door, and then I'm gonna put it on my box. Once again, all your notches line up with each other. Sometimes this clear plastic is like kind of bent out of shape. So what I do is just open that door, push it out, and there we go. All right, so let's talk about the construction on this box for a little bit, especially now that we got it assembled. So again, this is a pretty, run-of-the-mill piece of plastic. Like I said, this is budget friendly for a reason, and you can kind of tell when you get it in hand that this is the budget option. But where they do not skimp is this acrylic door. So really clear so you can see straight into your sneakers. There's like a little notch right here. Just put your finger there and pull on it. Now what you'll see is inside the door, you got 2 magnets on either corner. And then on the actual, like, sort of in the door frame, there are these 2 little screws. And so, of course, it's a magnet. The screws are metal. So it's a nice, satisfying close. And it'll stay there until you decide you want to open it. All right, so let's talk about the real advantage to buying this from Sneaker United versus some other competitors that you already know about. So buying one of these, you actually can't just buy one. You got to buy at least 2. So you buy it in a 2-pack, and the 2-pack is $55.90, which again is not a lot compared to the other options out there. So it's already a budget option. But the real catch is how much you can save when you buy more. So you can buy a 10-pack of these for $199. You can buy a 20-pack for $289. And then if you really want to save, you could buy 100 of these boxes for $899. Comes out to what? $8.90 a box. So again, the more you buy, the more you save. And that's an advantage that you don't exactly get with most of the competitors. Most of the competitors on the market, you're going to buy 80 or spend $80 on one box, you're going to pay $100 on 10 boxes. And that's just how it goes. There is one other feature that I wanted to point out that I think is really dope. These boxes are stackable, and they come with this little attachment to make stacking easy. So if you decide that you want to stack these up with another, there are these little holes on the top, the bottom, and the sides of each box. So right here, there's 2. And then on the bottom, it's the same as the top. So what you would do if you were going to stack these, let's say this was going to be the bottom one. I would just take these little knobs, you can see, set them right there. And now that peg is going to provide just enough support so that when you put a box on top, it actually locks in and locks into place. So fun fact, I did not lock these into place. I just stacked them without using the little pieces. And then this row behind me, I did lock into place. And you can see some differences, right? Because all the high quality materials in the front, it kind of weighs on the front if you don't use the little spacers. So I definitely recommend using the spacers for stacking. That way these don't fall apart or anything like that. And they keep your sneakers safe. Last thing you want is to come home from a hard day at work. You got a tower of sneakers all on your floor. But yeah, as far as the construction, I think it does good for the budget. This is absolutely a budget option. If there is one downside that I have, it's that because this whole frame, like the frame of the door is made of like a cheaper plastic than the actual door itself. And so a lot of times this might bend a little bit. And the way this is constructed, it's just these little pegs on the plastic door. And so if they come out of place or if they're bent out of shape, sometimes it's hard to keep them in. And so I did have a situation where like on the bottom one, my door fell off and it was hard to put it back on because all the weight pressing on the frame. But I mean, you can see I popped that one back in super easily. Another little con, sometimes like there were some of these doors that came where the magnet wasn't in it. And it wasn't floating around in the package either. So that was some sort of a mistake made during the manufacturing process. And I mean, I bought 35 of these. So it's easy for me to just swap one out and I'll deal with it later. But let's say you only bought 2 and one of them came without magnets. Well, then you might be upset about, you know, the quality of this door frame. So that's something to look out for. Not a deal breaker for me because again, compared to the other prices out there for the competitors, this is a way cheaper option and it gives me the look that I want in my room. I love being able to see my sneakers. I love keeping the ones that I wear most often out here in an easy to grab place. All right, so let's skip to overall thoughts. Overall, I think these are dope. One thing that I love about these is that they're drop side boxes and not drop front boxes. So you get the full side view of your sneakers. Most people that you see, they've got them like, and you can only see the backs of the shoes, which is nice depending on what shoe it is. So that's a dope touch. I like being able to see the whole shoe in a sort of 360 view since I got the clear version. But also, these are massive. Like you can see, I have no problems fitting my high top sneakers in there. You know, a lot of other ones, they got smaller boxes, which will save you space on the wall. But then you got to like twist and turn your shoes to get them in and out. And they don't look as good on the display. So I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of wall space for a better looking display. So yeah, those are the pros. I love the big size. I love the price. The cons, sometimes these can be a little flimsy because, you know, it's a more budget material, but I'm fine getting what I pay for and saving my money for the sneakers themselves. So all in all, I'd say these get a solid 8 out of 10 for me. And if you want to buy some of these for yourself, they've hooked us up with a lovely discount code. So you can use the code KICKS to save $30 off your purchase. That's super exciting. So once again, thanks to Sneaker United for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys in another one soon. Let me know if you tried these. Have you tried the ones from the competitors? How do they stack up? Stack up. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you in another video soon. Peace.